Brookhaven has been updated, and in this update, new secrets have arrived. The first new feature of this update is this fire engine, which is a completely normal car, but it's a fire engine. As soon as I enter Brookhaven, I can see all the new features, and the first new feature is a new pier and the new fire engine. There are also some very interesting things, such as that on private servers you can place 75 props on the houses and 75 props on the map. The number of players in Brookhaven has also been increased to 22. These are all the new features of this Brookhaven update. And surely the most incredible new feature of this update is the new pier that has been added. I'm going to put my fire engine on speed 200 here, and also on turbo 3, so it can go really fast. I can also turn on the fire engine siren. How cool is that? And I can also put music on it. But to put music on it, you have to buy Game Pass, and I'm not going to buy that. Perfect. I've arrived here at the pier, and there's a very large parking lot for everyone to park their cars. And here there's also the pier, and there's also this place where you can rest, which is literally a chair on the beach. I'm going to park my fire engine here in this private parking lot on the pier. Perfect. I've parked my fire engine. Now I want to relax. I want to lie here in this chair on Brookhaven Beach. This pier, in my opinion, is very small. It could be much bigger. I want to try to put my car here on the pier. I don't think I can, because apparently there's an invisible wall that won't let me put my vehicle on the pier. I'll try to spawn the car on top of the pier. Wow, no way. I managed to get the car on top of the pier here in Brookhaven. I can only spawn boats after this sign, because if I try to put a boat here, I don't think it's a boat. I think I put it wrong. This error message will appear, saying that I can't spawn any vehicles here. I'll put this mini go-kart here on top of the pier. Perfect. Now I can ride on top of the pier. That's it. The cart is literally floating on the pier. Wow, I can't believe it. I've already discovered a secret on the pier. It's actually a bug, isn't it? Wow, look at that. I've literally been kicked off the pier. I don't think you can use any vehicles here on the pier at Brookhaven. I'll put the Cybertruck in and it'll float too. Look at that. That's cool. It's actually a bug on the Brookhaven pier. Perfect. I'm going to put in a boat. I want to put in a really fast boat, which in this case is this boat, which is the fastest boat in Brookhaven. I'm also going to put it at speed 200 and also turbo 3. That way, it becomes the fastest boat. And that's really all there is to the Brookhaven update, which is this new pier and also a new fire engine. I want to show you some secrets that not many people realize. I'm going to activate the free camera and see if there's anything under this pier. Apparently there's nothing, so I'm going to look under the map to find out if there are any secrets. There's apparently no secret under the Brookhaven pier either, but I'm going to show you a secret that nobody has seen yet. I went into Brookhaven through Roblox Studio and I created a new pier, which is this very big pier. It's literally a giant pier. And for sure this pier is much better than the pier have at Brookhaven because this pier is much bigger. And I'm also going to put in some exclusive boats because I've already put in some exclusive cars here in Brookhaven, which are these cars that don't exist in the real Brookhaven. I've put in a car from Among Us, which in my opinion is perfect. It's the best of them all. And here are some super sports cars. And I've also put some exclusive boats here, such as this giant boat and these smaller boats, which are very small boats, which in my opinion are also very beautiful. I've also included this giant boat, which in my opinion is the biggest boat of all, because it's so big that an airplane could land on it. However, I want to test my Brookhaven, and I've also put in an airplane so I can land it inside this boat. I need to choose which of these cars I'm going to use because there are so many options, and I think the best, sportiest, and most beautiful car is the Among Us car. So I'm going to use the Among Us car because I think it's the sportiest and fastest of them all. Perfect. Car really worked, but it's not as fast as I thought it would be. I expected it to be sportier. That's okay. I can use the Among Us car to get to the Brookhaven pier, which is what I need to do. Perfect. I've arrived at the pier, and I want to analyze this pier. I want to find out if there's anything there. There are some stores here. They're all closed, so there's no way I can get into them. Smoke is coming out of this door. Can I get in? No. Door is locked. I'll activate the free camera and see what's inside. Wow. I can't believe it. The smoke was coming from this giant boat, not from the door, as I imagined. However, I put this very funny boat together. It's a completely rusty boat, but I hope it really works. I don't think it's very safe for me to stand on top of this boat, but I'll test it. No, the boat literally doesn't work, as I imagined, because it's completely rusted. So there's no way it can work, but the boat's engine is running. So theoretically, it should work. This giant boat, you can even land an airplane on, is literally floating. I don't know how I'm gonna get on it, so I can steer it, because it's too high. Luckily for me, I have some administrator power, so I can fly so I can get inside the boat. I think that was the only way I could get inside this boat. There are lots and lots of chairs here. This is not where I control this boat. What is this? There's a bar inside the boat. I don't believe it. I need to get to the captain's cabin. Perfect, I made it, but I don't know where the door is. I think I went through this window, but what matters is that I managed to get inside. Perfect. The boat has really worked. It's a very fast boat. Because of its size, it's very big, so I thought it would be a bit slower, but I want to land a plane on this boat. Perfect, I've got the plane. Now, I just need to land on the boat. I've spotted the boat. It's moving, which makes this task even more difficult. So I need to be a very good pilot if I'm going to land this plane on the boat. Perfect. I'm already heading towards the boat. Now I just need to slow the plane down. Wow, almost. No way. My plane has literally sunk into the sea. Look at that. It's completely bugged. Luckily for me, my plane is still working. I don't know how, but it's worked. So I'm going to try again to land my plane on this boat. I'm not going to slow down too much, otherwise the plane will crash. There, done it. I've managed to land a plane on this moving boat. I'm pretty good pilot. I can now fly a plane at Brookhaven. Now I'm using this completely modified McLaren to get here, and this McLaren is very fast. Speed of McLaren. I'm gonna jump out of it and abandon it, okay? Now I have to swim to get to these very simple boats. And if you want to have access to this map with lots of boats and lots of secrets, I invite you to become a member of the channel, which will give you access to all the customized maps I use on the channel. Become a member. This boat is certainly the slowest of them all, because look at its speed. It's very slow. I didn't like it very much. I'm gonna try this other boat, which I also think is very slow, because I have to keep rowing. This boat is so slow that it doesn't even move. Look at it just floats. I managed to get the boat moving. There's no one rowing. I don't know how this boat is working, and apparently this boat is about to sink because there's water inside the boat. I don't think that's a good sign. Here on Brookhaven Beach, there are very modern and very expensive boats. There are also very cute ones, like these two boats. This duck boat is my favorite because they're so cute. I just hope they work. I'm gonna try piloting this boat to find out if it works. Apparently there's no way to get inside this boat because look at that. There's no way. Since there's no way, I'm gonna destroy this boat because I have administrator powers. That's it. I've completely destroyed the boat. Is there any way I can steer this one? No, there isn't either. So I'm going to destroy everything. And I can destroy anything I want in Brookhaven. Wow, look at this. The jet ski is literally gone and it's still working. I can't believe it. There's literally this red block floating in Brookhaven. Wow, it's really working. Will this duck boat work? I'm gonna find out right now. Yes, it does work. The only problem is that it floats on the water. It doesn't stay on the water like a normal boat. Literally floats. And I'm sure it doesn't look like a real boat, but it sure is funny. I really like this duck boat. It's really cute. And this pier has several secrets. Look at it. It has several houses with some secrets. Because if I activate the free camera, I can see inside these houses. And for example, this house literally has rooms that I can't access. I don't know why. And in these other houses, none of them has a room. So I don't know why I can't access the room in this house. And this house has a second floor. Theoretically, there was supposed to be a staircase right here. There's literally nothing. I think it's some kind of secret. I discovered that inside this car, there is literally a computer. Check it out. It's Brookhaven's new fire engine. And I want you to tell me what you think of this new update. I thought it was a very interesting update, but I think there were a lot of things missing. For example, the pier could be much bigger. I think the pier could be much bigger because it's too small. There are only two boats. That would be a boat on this side and another boat on that side. And if I put another big boat, like the pirate ship, those two boats wouldn't even fit on the pier because Brookhaven's pier is so small. So I think it could be much bigger. If you like this video, like it and subscribe to the channel.